Okay, it's time to continue with Strange New Worlds Season 2. I am extremely excited for this because it's the musical episode that, honestly, I had no idea was coming until they revealed a trailer and a poster a couple weeks back, right before the Lower Decks episode came out. And before the season started, all of the episode titles came out. I don't remember Subspace Rhapsody being on that list. Did they maybe give us another one to just sort of distract us from the potential of a musical episode? I don't remember that. I feel like I would. But I don't care because they announced it fully. We got a trailer and I'm over the moon excited to see this. This has the potential for sure to be my favorite episode of the season. I'm a huge fan of musicals, particularly 30s, 40s, 50s, you know, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, Don O'Connor, Gene Kelly, Ethel Merman, that whole set of people I hold very closely to my heart through my grandfather. And yeah, and even, you know, more contemporary stuff like, you know, Mamma Mia and stuff like that. I love it all. And I think Strange New World is ripe to do this sort of thing and to push this boundary because Star Trek has never done a musical episode before. They've played with pretty much every other genre just about, but not musicals until today. So let's see what they do with it.
Traveling in the far edges of the Alpha Quadrant, we have encountered an unusual phenomenon, a naturally occurring subspace fold.
Naturally occurring. So this is what's going to cause them to all start singing, I'm assuming. I didn't know subspace fold. Have we seen those naturally occurring before? Oh. Or who is working double time here to get all these messages. Sending everything. Poor her is overworked.
Transporter to Uhura. Has the USS Farragut confirmed Lieutenant James Kirk's arrival?
Checking on that now, Commander.
Medical to Uhura.
Okay. Oh, Chapel's expecting a message from Dr. Corby. And we're expecting Captain Kirk, or he's not captain yet, he's First Officer Kirk. What is he going to be doing here on the Enterprise this week?
What's wrong?
Maybe the timing is bad. I'm just not sure I can get away right now.
Is there something you're not telling me, Chris?
You're lying, Chris. You still want to go on this lakeside vacation. Why not? Yeah, I mean, Crevo sounds awesome. You can handle the tourists. You've handled much more annoying things than tourists in your captaincy.
Show him the ropes. Kirk's full of talent, but still has one or two issues to work out before he begins his commission.
Punctuality being one.
So the Farragut captain has sent Kirk over here to learn about being a first officer, I guess. So does that mean Una's going to be mentoring him?
Run a security clearance on him.
I'm aware, but you came in here hot, on fire. It's making me sweat.
Una sees right through you, and you're not hiding it very well, honestly. Long.
Thank you for agreeing to do this, even if it's not fully necessary.
When I took my commission, I spent a week shadowing Pike. It made all the difference.
Shadowing. Didn't, he just mentioned how it's not really necessary, so this is just like a convenience to get him in this episode for the musical, obviously. That's fine. Happy to have him around as always. Poor Lana's so flustered. Is something actually going to come with their relationship this week? I mean, is Lana going to tell Kirk the truth?
But this fellowship is different. It means that thousands of people apply for this fellowship every year, and only 5 are accepted.
I thought she was already over. She basically told him to fuck off last time, and I thought she was kind of like, yeah, I'm doing better stuff than you do. She got in. Well, of course we know she gets in. She gets into the fellowship because she falls in love with Dr. Corby, and I guess they get engaged or get married, according to TOS at least.
What makes you think that this particular fold will lead to faster communication?
Frequencies propagate through it 3 times faster than normal.
Oh, okay. So this will, if they can communicate using this fold, they can cut out subspace relays. That's pretty sweet. That would save a lot of time.
Have you tried sending music through?
We have not.
Perhaps fundamental harmonics are the answer.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. But obviously this is going to go awry. So sending music into the fold is what makes them start singing, I'm assuming? What song are they going to send? Dun, 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 dun. Anything goes. Oh. It liked it, or it didn't like it. It responded to the harmonics, I guess.
Vincent Uhura, are you patched into comms?
Aye, sir.
I need a full status report on station.
Uh-oh. The music is starting. Here we go.
The intermix chamber and containment field are stable.
Damn, Ethan Peck's got a good voice, too. But seeing Spock saying, wow, that's weird. I like it, though.
Apologies, the most confounding thing. I appear to be singing.
I have sick bay.
This episode's already amazing. This song is already a banger. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm in love with this already.
It's happening again. Why are we singing?
So everybody's singing now. So so what exactly is going to be the justification and the science behind how this is happening? The subspace fold has created like a weird anomaly around them that's made them sing. Everybody's killing it with their singing. Everybody. I know Celia Rose Gooding, Uhura, has I think Broadway experience. And she can sing. I mean, we've seen her singing in the show before, so that makes sense. But I don't know about anybody else, but they all are holding their own very well. I mean, they're all professionals, so it's not surprising. I mean, singing is like a fundamental of acting nowadays. Like how it turns all like done like a marching, like an army march when La'an shows up for the security song. The most confounding thing we appear to be singing. The chorus is pretty easy to follow. Carol Kane getting into it too. I wonder if she could have her own song. That'd be amazing. Incredible. Oh man, I'm so in. God, I love this show so much. Oh, they're doing like an a cappella intro. I like that they're playing with the intro. It's cool that they did it for Lower Decks. The Lower Decks episode, obviously, I'm doing it here. Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum. Interesting though, it's not entirely a cappella. It's still the sort of main instrument track, with just the a cappella sort of accompanying it. There's some elements taken out, I can tell, but it's an interesting thing. I kind of wish it was all a cappella, but I shouldn't complain.
So that happened.
Reports of music.
Yeah, really, they probably all so fucking shook from that. All of a sudden, they just uncontrollably start singing. I mean, I'd be into it, but.
Imagine an area of space where quantum uncertainties collapse so rapidly and randomly that new realities are created. In one such reality, people sing uncontrollably.
So they've accidentally created a musical reality by dislodging something from the fold with the harmonics of the music. Sounds good to me.
I doubt we will be bunnies, but we may not be done with singing.
That's right. You're not done singing. I want many more songs, damn it.
We don't know how all this singing will affect us, and I'd rather not find out. Best to nip it in the bud.
Mr. Spock, you explained that very well. I almost understood it.
Right, well, they've officially met now, so they can start having Kirk-Spock banter slowly introduced. even though Spock is not, really, doesn't really have much of a relationship with him yet.
Was the news favorable?
I don't look at personal correspondence.
She didn't tell him.
Of course, that would be enough.
She already read it. She didn't tell Spock. Well, I guess because she has to leave, and he's not going to really like that. But that means if Chapel's out of the picture, that does make life a little bit easier with T'Pring. Oh, into the Jeffries tube. I love the Jeffries tube in this show. They're just like they're ripped straight from the original series sets. It's so good. It's just ridiculous. And I don't see how they're practical anyway, but I love it.
Someone who keeps a necessary distance from her crew because she knows she has to make hard decisions.
I'm aware of the reputation I've had on this ship, but recently I'm trying a new approach.
So yeah, so he should really be shadowing. Yeah, he's shadowing her technically, even though they didn't say it explicitly, but. Oh, more singing. Here we go. Bum 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 bum.
Take some advice from your senior number one. This I assure, tried and true.
She's gonna sing some advice to him about being a first officer. So she's singing about being open with their crew. It's funny because she wasn't for the longest time, but now she's after her court case. She's much more relaxed. We see her in social situations now with the crew, which is very different from how she used to be, where everyone was afraid of her. Bum 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 bum. Oh, this is kind of like a Gilbert and Sullivan song. Okay, that's perfect for her because we know she secretly loves Gilbert and Sullivan. I am the very model of modern Major General. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Lon's looking over, thinking how jealous she is about being open, because she can't be open. It's not who she is, but she wants Kirk though, real bad. Wow, that was a very short song. That was fun though. Bum 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 bum. Clever how they worked it in for a Gilbert and Sullivan-esque song. Oh, now we're going into a Lon song, I guess.
Did she just shine a spotlight on her innermost feelings like it's no big deal? Say whatever, whenever you like.
Christina Chung, I know, is also a talented singer. She just actually, I think, like in the last week or so, she's released an album or a single or something I saw recently on Twitter or something. Sorry, X. I didn't listen to it, but I know she's a good singer. Yeah, this is the classic, like emotional, heartstrung musical song where they're realizing that their life is not what they want. Poor La'an can't express herself like she wants to. You can, La'an, that ain't you. Yeah, you've never met that side of you. But you may still. You just need Kirk, somebody like Kirk to open that side of you up. Not like that. Oh, the watch. Be time to change my paradigm. Can only let go of the wheel.
How would that feel?
Oh. She's having a dream about being in Toronto with Kirk. Yep, here he is. But this didn't actually happen, though. They didn't even... She walked in on him sleeping, and then they kissed right before he died.
Break my own heart.
Christina Chong is an exceptional actress, great singer. I mean, the La'an character is so complex, and she's just so well written and performed. Put it away and seal it up and hide it. You gotta, it's gonna eat you up inside if you don't, face it long. You gotta talk to him.
Lieutenant, are you telling me our emotions constitute a security threat?
So they're just singing at random moments, or like when they get really emotionally strung, then they start singing. Well, no, I guess because that didn't happen for the first two songs just there. So I guess just at any point they can burst into song and reveal some personal emotions.
The sooner we close the fold, the faster we can say goodbye to the music.
Copy that, Ensign.
Kirk Brothers. It's nice that we're actually getting time with Kirk Brothers to see them together, because we never saw them interact in the original series. So it was definitely an interesting choice to bring Sam Kirk into this. But I approve because I like him. And they have great chemistry, these two actors.
It's closing.
Something tells me it's not that easy. It's definitely not. You gotta have many more songs, so just settle down and get used to it for a little while.
Somehow I don't think we zipped it.
Spock, what happened?
Unable to determine.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Pike's gonna sing to Batel now. It just comes to the worst times, doesn't it?
Apology.
Oh.
I appear to be rhyming.
She's singing too?
Singing.
Marie.
Why is she singing too? Is it just everybody that comes in contact with the Enterprise now? Or like they fucked up every inch of space?
Lay all the blame on me when you're the one whose idea of fun is.
Okay, Edson Mount's struggling a little bit with the singing, but that's okay. Because he's so into it though, he's so charming. It doesn't matter, he doesn't have that much of a range, he's still pulling it off.
We must contain it, we must restrain it. I don't wanna hurt you, Marie.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job of restraining it, Pike. So she just, okay, so there is a way to counteract it. So she just ended the communication there. So you could stop the singing somehow, I guess.
This is a security threat.
But the singing, how did that happen on the Cayuga too?
Because the improbability field is expanding.
Oh. So yeah, the entire fleet is going to be singing now? Oh gosh. Please we should get like a big conference call of all the captains singing at each other about what the hell's going on.
The improbability field has now spread to 12 Federation ships. He let me know in a surprisingly beautiful baritone that he wants us to stop this now.
Surprisingly beautiful baritone. Damn, would have liked to see April singing. That would have been sick.
I think we should blow it up. Use the photon torpedoes to bring down the curtain on this thing for good.
That has potential.
Really?
What? Really? Yeah, really. When does blowing something up ever solve an issue in Star Trek? Okay, light it up. Oh, he wants to test it first. Okay. Yeah, I guess they could accidentally destroy all of subspace.
It's a two-person job.
Well, luckily you have two persons right here.
God, Lon's like, Christ, I gotta work with him now. She's gonna freaking explode with all of her secrecy. Poor Lon.
You can stop hiding it. I see how you act around him.
What do you mean? How do I act around him?
You act extraordinarily flustered and not anything like yourself, Lon. Like your cold self, you act all nervous and wacky.
Just suck it up, stop being a child, and just do it.
Yeah, I mean, you should tell him, but you never know. Maybe it'll work out in your favor. I don't think it will, but because I don't think they have a relationship in the end. We'll have a relationship in the end.
Complicate your
And Rebecca Romaine is great. I mean, she's great at everything, so I'm not surprised that she's a talented singer. I wonder if she's like done actual professional singing before. I wouldn't be surprised if she's done like an album or two. Damn, poor Lon. So Una is basically saying that your secrets are, it's okay to hold secrets, but she shouldn't keep this secret any longer. I mean, obviously Una knows a lot about holding secrets because of the whole Aryan thing, but... So she just turned off the gravity in the room? This is too good. Oh, that's so fucking funny. That's like such a kind of like a meta thing. It's not even meta. It is meta, but like that, like the heightened reality of musicals sort of thing.
I wish I never learned how to be so good at keeping secrets.
Okay, no, so I was wrong. The message of that song is keeping secrets is unhealthy and bad for you. Okay. Because Una kept like one of the biggest secrets you can imagine.
Lieutenant Spock, I have the particles. They're coming your way.
Acknowledged.
So far, so good. Maybe this plan will actually work. All right, Lon, confess. Perfect time.
We should team up more often.
You don't even know how much you're freaking torturing her, James.
Jim.
Oh. Jim.
So serious.
He's so freaking flirtatious with her. I guess with everybody, but like he's killing her inside. Oh shit! Something exploded.
Hitting just a few subatomic particles nearly blew up engineering.
Firing on the field would be devastating.
Yep. Right. Okay. So much for that. So it would destroy entirety of subspace in the galaxy, or at least in the quadrant, rather. So much for that.
There appears to be an incoming warp signal heading our way fast. The signal has Klingon encryption.
The last thing anyone wants is singing Klingons.
Yeah, the Klingons are not going to be happy when they're singing.
We have located the abominable source of our dishonor.
No, you can't destroy it. Tell them, you gotta tell them, don't blow it up because it'll fuck up everything. Hail them back. Tell them, hold off.
If they complete their mission, everyone affected by the improbability field will be destroyed.
So just the entire Federation and half the Klingon Empire.
Damn, the stakes are pretty freaking high for this wacky musical episode. Like the entirety of the Federation being destroyed by a weird anomaly.
We need a tactical strategy immediately. La'an?
On it.
I mean, why can you not tell them that what's going to happen? I'm sure they wouldn't fire on it if it's going to destroy the entire Klingon Empire. Maybe try talking to them. You're usually pretty good at that, Pike.
If we can isolate a pattern in the improbability field, we might learn how to generate an improbability breaking event.
Yeah, so maybe it's not random when the songs start. Maybe there's something that triggers them, and you can use that to your advantage. But I don't know what that would be. So it's when somebody feels overwhelming emotion, then a song is triggered. It's the field is like sensing it. Oh. She didn't tell Spock. Why didn't you tell Spock? You guys are together. Come on.
Allow me to offer congratulations.
Thank you.
God, I feel so bad. He's like an adolescent with these sort of relationships. You know, he's so inexperienced. He's so sweet. Oh, another song. Dun, dun. Oh, yeah.
This news really changes everything.
Yeah, she thought she had absolutely no chance of getting this. And she even basically told the guy to fuck off, and now she all of a sudden, I guess her confidence is what got her in, basically. I'm glad she got it, but yeah, obviously that's fucked to their relationship. And of course, no surprise, Jess Bush is killing it here. No surprise whatsoever. She's also amazing. It's funny how like this song just it pulls everybody in, and everybody starts having a great time. I mean, honestly, this reality is not so bad. I mean, the fact that you like are forced to show your deepest emotions maybe isn't great, but otherwise, it's a great time. She's so happy. Surely you could be happy for her, Spock, and accept the fact that you're going to have to split up. And you are engaged. Don't forget about that. Which I think he does very often. She's already accepted the fact that they're breaking up. And Spock didn't even know 2 minutes ago that she was leaving. My God. She's kind of being a bit of an ass to him, honestly. It's fucked that she didn't even confront him about it. He had to fucking find out other way. Okay. It's time, Lon. You two are alone in the ready room. Let's go. Yep, here we go.
I know you. I mean, not you. Well, I know you now, but I mean before, in a different...
Time. Yeah. She's straight up telling him that she time traveled and met another version of him. I mean, I guess, yeah, how else is she going to confront him about this?
I liked the way he looked at me.
Oh. I am so in awe of Christina Chong, man, I tell you. She's pretty, she's an incredible actress, she's an amazing singer. She's a real home run. The show's lucky to have her.
But then he was gone, and with him, that version of myself was gone too.
No. It's still there, it just needs to be brought back out again. That happy, carefree version of yourself, well, not carefree. It's still there. It'll come back. What's happening here?
I like how you look at me too.
Aw. Are they gonna kiss? Come on, kiss. Let's have some resolution for Lon. She deserves it. Oh. He doesn't feel... Oh no.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel the connection too.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
first called me.
So he feels it too. Come on. Come on. Follow through. Please?
I'm in a relationship.
Oh.
A sometimes relationship, and right now is one of those.
So that's why. So if that wasn't the case, then they definitely would be getting together, but... Damn.
I actually think you'd like Carol.
Oh. Carol Marcus. Okay, that would make sense. Because, yeah, we never saw Carol in TOS, and then all of a sudden she's in Wrath of Khan, and they have David together.
Carol is
Pregnant.
pregnant.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that actually makes sense. Yeah, so David would be like 20-something, 25 years old, so say in Wrath of Khan then? That would work, that would line up. And that's nice that we're finally getting some backstory with Carol, because she just came out absolutely nowhere in Wrath of Khan.
I didn't expect Christine to be so definitive about ending our arrangement.
Yeah, that's what I said. Why was she so okay with it? She didn't have any remorse whatsoever. She's like, okay, bye, Spock. I mean, I get it. She's overwhelmed in excitement with the Fellowship, but still, I mean, come on.
I am hurt. I am left behind.
Uh-oh. Spock's going to sing a ballad about his love for Christine now. And now his romance is over.
This news really changes everything.
Ethan Peck's great as a singer, man. He hits those low notes like crazy. Everybody in this cast is a total package, but I tell you, it's really impressive. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm the X.
I'm the X. A calculus joke. Very good. Very appropriate for Spock. Poor guy. He said he feels emotions bigger than other humans. So yeah, because Vulcans have more intense emotions than humans, but they just keep them suppressed. Solve for y in my computation, but you're the X, not the Y. He's really getting into this, man.
I'm the X.
I'm the X. I'm the X. Poor Uhura. Look at Uhura. She's so upset for him. Talk to Christine and have her apologize for her negligence. Uhura, you're her friend.
I have to find a pattern.
Oh. We're already going to the next song. That was quick. Uhura's going to solve the issue. Get us out of here. Damn, this song is fucking banging too. Damn, she's singing about her parents. Rip. Oh, jeez, that's fucking rough. They ruptured into 1,000,000 shards of light and none of them survived. I should be laughing, but that's fucking kind of an intense line to be shrugged off. So she's singing about her loneliness. This was the same issue last season, but Hammer sort of corrected her or helped her with that, helped her find her path, her direction. She chose to stay in the Enterprise. Then she got promoted, and there we go. Yeah. See? Like everybody, I love that we keep talking about Hammer because I'm glad he wasn't just killed and then forgotten. He's still very much, his presence is still very much felt throughout this show. Fuck, this is a killer song. She's so good. Absolutely stunningly singer. My God. Come on, Uhura, crack this code. I can tell you're getting close. This is what you're here for, or what you're made for. Figure out a way to tell this fold to zip itself up. Whoa, what is this? Okay. We're getting to the point where she's once again accepting her path and her being on her track. She's doing what she's best at, keeping everybody connected. All right, I guess she figured it out. That's what that sigh was at the end. So what's it going to take to fucking close this thing?
Every time someone sings, the state of quantum improbability in the field spikes. It's almost imperceptible, but it's there.
Okay, so she's just going to make, so basically enough voices, enough people have to sing to shatter the field, to make it implode. It will break the probability, okay. Everybody start singing.
But song can also be communal. People worship with song.
This is they're like setting up a finale, the big climax. So everybody has to sing in one joyous, triumphant song.
With more. A lot more.
You mean like a ensemble number?
A grand finale. An ensemble number. Let's go. This is so ridiculous. I love it.
The whole crew needs to sing together.
Our challenge is how to inspire.
She's like so excited. She's like how I'm feeling right now about it. But to be fair though, if this doesn't work, the Klingons are gonna fucking wreck the galaxy. So you better hope this. Better cross your fingers.
But we'll get through this by following one voice. The voice of the Enterprise. Ensign Uhura?
Oh, the voice of the Enterprise. That's right. Not Major Barrett in this case though. Lieutenant or Ensign Uhura.
I used to think of myself as always alone, but not on this
Oh,
ship.
Sam's on the bridge. Is he in Spock's station there? What's he doing? He wants to be singing on the bridge. He wants to be part of the ensemble. Well, I guess everybody's going to be. But...
Together, all of us. This is where it all leads.
Here we go. We've triggered the grand finale. Here we go. I'm so freaking excited. I didn't know we were going to get choreographed dance numbers. Okay, we're getting there. We need to get things to 300 something. We're only at 120. More singing. Louder. Oh. Brothers, they were really not doing so hot, their relationship, last time I saw them in I guess the 6th episode? Well, I can tell you, Kirk, I have a sneaking suspicion that you will make captain someday. In like a few years' time, actually. In fact. And maybe on this ship too. I don't know why I say that, but... dun, 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 dun. Damn, those harmonies are clean. Imagine being in the situation on this crew. How much... This would be like the best mission ever. You're all singing together. And the lyrics just come to you. You don't even have to think of the lyrics. You don't have to freestyle. Damn, look at freaking Bang is getting into it too. Like the freaking Bohemian Rhapsody shot. Subspace Rhapsody, appropriate. Carol Kane didn't get a number. She hasn't really been in this season that much, honestly. Oh no. Oh, fucking damn. Oh. Stop dancing, Sam. Oh. No. No. End communication right now. Please. That was fucking heinous. What the fuck was that? My lord. Now I see what they mean by dishonor. No, that's actually fucking sick though. Look at that shot. Come on. We're getting there. Surely we're gonna fucking destroy this improbability field. Come on. Yes, you are. Unstoppable, sensational, ovational, boldly explorational. Damn right. Let's do this. Haha. That was so good. I need to look up who wrote these freaking songs. These are fucking killer, man. Oh, and the classic TOS theme. It's like It's like literally just a straight up, it's like the TOS theme. See how everybody's so happy now. I love it. Oh, hard cut to Lon. Never mind. She's not happy there.
How'd it go? Honestly? Not great.
It went well.
It was really hard.
Yeah, but he said that he felt the connection too, but it's just the circumstances prevented you from having a relationship. But come on, maybe there's time for you in the future, because he doesn't stay with Carol forever, or even at all, because he was never there for David's upbringing, really. But she now feels that she's more comfortable taking chances. So she changed the paradigm in the end, at least, to some degree.
I promise you, even Julia Child's Beth Bourguignon
Oh.
herself will not make me forget that you sing about lying.
He's making Julia Child's beef bourguignon. Some saltines.
The liver, and fry it up with some onions for a little snack. Or if you have a number of livers, you can make a lovely liver pate. Or perhaps a delicious liverwurst, which you can spread on a cracker, a Ritz cracker, a saltine. Or on bread, a rye bread, a pumpernickel bread, or a...
One of the best SNL sketches.
We have more time to plan our compromised trip. I just got put on a priority 1 mission.
Oh, that's not good news. Priority 1 missions are serious.
How do I know you're not the one making excuses now?
Nice. Yeah, Pike thinks she's the one who's running away and hiding. Pike wants to take her probably back to that freaking cabin in Montana in the snow.
I'm happy to report that all Federation vessels have checked in and are behaving normally once again.
Behaving normally. Spock's got another Klingon hangover, man. So they just send Spock over whenever they need to mediate things with the Klingons, and he just gets drunk with them. It's so good. Everybody's like, oh fuck, tell me we're not singing again. Yeah, you can't say that. You can't be singing now, or everybody's still shell-shocked from it. Every song there was an earworm, Uhura. I get you. Okay, well, rather unsurprisingly, that episode was freaking awesome. All those songs were so freaking catchy. Also, it was over an hour long, but it went like that, because it was just keeping me engaged the whole time. Every song was so good. The first song, when they're all saying like apologies, that song was great, and the finale was awesome. Even the choreographed dancing with the end, all of them at the bridge was so good. And the most surprising thing about this for me was how well they continued the story and the character arcs with the songs. It was like, because we had the thing that's going on with La'an, and she had a ballad about changing her ways and her approach to life and being more open, and that worked beautifully. And then we had the song with Chapel, and then which was sort of a reprise with Spock, sort of more balladish, from a jazzy to a more balladish sort of type of song. And they all worked to continue the story so naturally. It was very impressive the way it was done. And I've never seen another musical episode of a TV show that's like this. I know that the Buffy the Vampire Slayer one is very iconic. I've never seen that. So this is a first for me, but it was so insanely brilliantly done, I thought. And the songs themselves, structurally, melodically, were all phenomenal. The vocals were outstanding. Everybody, especially Celia Rose Gooding, Christina Chong, Ethan Peck was great. He was a great singer. Like I said, Edson Mount struggled a little bit, but he didn't. He only had that one quick song with Battelle, which was funny as hell. So it was cool. But it was just great that this whole episode was about. It was kind of an Uhura episode, really, because she's the one that saved them in the end, and the whole point of her being. We sort of retreaded that idea of her being not necessarily comfortable with her position being a bit alone, but she's responsible for keeping everybody connected. And that song might have been the best song in the episode, probably. That's hard for me to pick. I'm going to be humming all those for weeks, I can tell. It was just so much fun. I have to say, and I know this is going to be, I'll sure I'll get shit for this, but this is probably my favorite episode of the season, and of Strange New World so far, just because it was just so much fun. It's not the best episode, but it's my favorite, I think. Because it's not the most Star Trek episode, it's not traditional Star Trek, so you can't say it's the best episode of Star Trek in this season or the first 2 seasons, but it's, as far as Strange New World as its own entity, this is perfect. It encapsulates the fun of this show and the amazing talents of the cast, because I cannot express enough how great this cast is. Their acting, their emotional, like, that scene with La'an and Kirk when she's confessing how she feels about him is just, she was just out, both of them, Paul Wesley too, they were just outstanding. And you can feel, it's palpable, the tension that's going on there. And their chemistry is unreal. And it's unfortunate that, I guess, that relationship isn't going to go forward. I mean, we kind of expected that, considering that Kirk never mentioned La'an in the original series, but, you know, they're keen to manipulate Ken a little bit. But we got a mention of Carol Marcus, and that she's pregnant with David Marcus, I'm assuming, which obviously they're both in the Wrath of Khan. So it's nice that that's being sprinkled in, because they came out of left field in Wrath of Khan. So now if we even see Carol Marcus in the show, which I think is very possible now, just expand that, and that again can add to Wrath of Khan, and it just makes it more rich. Which is what Strange New Worlds can do with the fact that it's a prequel. They can enhance all these stories, and that's what they did, frankly, in last season with the finale, Equality and Mercy. Yeah, that's what it was called. But the whole thing about Pike knowing about if he changes his destiny, Spock gets killed somehow, and that can't happen for the safety of the galaxy. So Pike is basically giving his life for Spock, which makes Spock more willing to risk his career to bring him to Talos and the Menagerie. So that's a perfect tying together everything, enriching that plot, and they can do that with this, and you know what they could even do? They could even make it so that La'an is the reason that drives Carol and Jim apart. That could be another thing that adds to that plot, and that would be interesting, and again, enriching that story. As you can tell, I'm very giddy from this episode. It was just so fun. I love musicals, and this is exactly what I wanted. The songs themselves are fantastic, and I'll save them on Spotify straight away. It was just so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I know a lot of people I saw before this, when they first saw the trailer for this, people were like, this is going too far. For me, it's perfectly in line with this show. And they even worked in a great bit of story to it with the subspace fold, that they could have used the subspace fold to basically negate the need for subspace relays. They sent a song in, and it accidentally created musical reality that was spreading across the Federation. The stakes were very high. The Klingons were coming in. That reminds me, the fucking Klingon song that was like a trap song. That was it was so horrendous in like a charming way. It made me cringe, but I'm sure that was intentional, because that was so out of place. And seeing the Klingons do that, and there was like the choreographed guys with the bat left in the background or whatever dancing. Like, oh. It was so bizarre, but it was funny as hell. And it was just such a great episode, so much fun. But we only have one episode left, the finale. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sad that this is only one episode left. This season went crazy fast, and we don't know when we're going to get season 3, because I know production was about to start before the strikes did, so it's been on hold. But I'm assuming once the mediation is done with the strikes, once the negotiations are done, production will start relatively quickly, I would imagine. So that's good. So I don't think we'll have to wait that long for season 3, but it's not going to be as small of a gap as there was between season 1 and 2, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the finale. Hope you are looking forward to watching with me. Hope you enjoyed this reaction, because I had an incredible time. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Let the conversation start rolling. I want to hear what you thought about the songs, the performances, and everything, because I thought it's a lot to talk about this episode, because it is quite boundary breaking in many ways. But yeah, let me know. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. It helps me out big time. And I will see you in the next video.